Hey there, girlfriend. Have you ever wondered how to track your outreach? Well, we're going to get to the bottom of that in today's video. We'll see you on the other side. Hi there, my name is Ingafay and I am an authenticity strategist. And in today's video, we are going to really share with you how to track your outreach. We're going to go over 3 different aspects of outreach. First and foremost, we're going to talk about the top of that funnel. So we're going to talk about speaking gigs, how you can track your speaking gigs. Next, we're going to talk about after they're in the funnel and they're kind of marinating in the funnel, trying to determine if they know, like, and trust you. So then we're going to talk about the prospect aspect of your outreach and how to follow up with them. And last but definitely not least, we're going to talk about those folks that are raving fans, the people that have bought from us, love what we have. They love their product, they love the service, and they love us. And as a result of that, they want to tell everybody around them about us and what we do and how we've helped them. We're going to talk about how to track your outreach to your clients. So let's do that, shall we? So when it comes to the top of that funnel, girlfriend, I don't know about you, but I do a lot of speaking gigs to really expand my reach, build the authority that I have, and then share my expertise. So one thing that I love to do when it comes to speaking gigs is speak on podcasts. I speak on a variety of different podcasts, people that have the same niche as me, and then offer a different service. I also do that with YouTube interviews as well. And last but definitely not least are summits. Summits are a great way to really expand your reach, grow your email list, and then be able to serve people in a different part of the country, the world, everywhere. Because for the most part, when you're on a summit, people are pretty much sharing the information with their lists. And then you're able to expand your email list as a result of that, as well as your credibility and your authority. So how do I keep up with all of these different things? Podcasts, YouTube interviews, summits. Well, I use a tracking sheet. I'm going to show that tracking sheet share that with you right now. So this is the tracking sheet that I use for my speaking gigs. It allows me to write down the people that I'm contacting, what the method of contact, whether it's going to be email, whether it's going to be a DM on social media or a callback, and then the action that I've actually taken. So this allows me to see on paper who I've contacted and then who I need to follow up with, which is very key when it comes to all of these different avenues of growing your visibility, whether it's in person or virtually. So if you're looking for a way to make sure that you have everything in one spot, this outreach tracker sheet will definitely be the way for you to do it. So before we go on to talking about how to keep track of your prospects, I want to ask you, how do you normally keep track of it? Do you use a sheet like this? Are you using notebooks? Just comment below and let us know what your current source, or even if you're tracking it all. I mean, let's just be real, right? So the next thing that I want to talk to you about is how to keep in touch with your prospects. We know that when we're interacting with people that don't know us, they are 3 types of groups that these people fall in. First and foremost, they're the people that are ready to buy immediately. The product or service that we have, they've been looking for, and as a result of finding us, they'll buy today. And that's typically about 2% of the folks that you interact with. Then you have the other 2%. These are the people that no matter what you say or do, they are not going to buy from you. So you have the other 2%. So that's 4% of the 100. So where are the rest of these folks? The rest of these folks are in the 96th percentile. And why are they there? Because they don't know you. They want to know, like, and trust you before they buy from you. That's why I always wonder why people send those salesy type of DMs on how they're going to help. Granted, they'll probably be able to convert about 2% of those people when it comes down to them interacting with them. And that's if the people really know, like, and trust them. Because I know personally, when I get those DMs of those people telling me how they can help me with my website, I just started a Shopify website and someone had already contacted me telling me how they can help me make more sales. This website's not even built yet. We're in the process of building it. But I'm thinking, I don't even know who this person is. How do I even know that they're a legit person? So be sure that you make it a point to build that know, like, and trust factor. Have some kind of nurture system where people can really get to know you. That's why I love the speaking gigs and the podcast, because they're kind of getting a feel for you already based on the interaction that you had with the podcast host or with the person that's doing the summit or in the YouTube video. So they get a little sense of you. But if you're just coming in cold, they don't know anything about you, more than likely, if they're probably not going to buy from you. Just keep that in mind. So you want to have a nurture system that allows them to get to know you and feel that they can trust you and know that you are going to be the person that's going to help them get to their next promised land and will do what you said that you're going to do. Because I'm sure you all can attest to a time that you've spent money, and the money that you spent, you did not get a return on investment. I know I can. So let's make sure that we are nurturing our prospects so they can really get to know us. And again, how do we follow up with those folks as they're getting to know us and building that know, like, and trust? I love to use email to do that. I know some people don't necessarily like email. They may want to use the podcast. So as people get to know and like you, they can get to know you on your podcast. That's another means to nurture your audience. Or maybe you have a YouTube channel, but you have to decide, or even a blog, you have to decide how you're going to nurture your audience and then have some way of following up with them so you can then see if they're ready for your help. Now, again, like I had showed you before, the one thing that I absolutely love to do that is with this outreach tracker, because it allows me, again, to have follow-up for the prospect. So I can follow up with my prospect, that new lead that I have, even that team member. If you're in direct sales and you have a team member that you want to follow up with, you're able to do this with this tracking sheet. And if you're interested in actually getting your own tracking sheet, you can go down to the description and you can download it for free. So we wanted to make sure that you guys had the means to track your clients, because a track number definitely grows. So now, before we go on to how to interact and follow up with your clients, we want to remind you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We upload a video Monday through Friday for your viewing pleasure, and we don't want you to miss a beat. So be sure to subscribe. Now, the thing about your customers, these are your raving fans. They have actually spent money with you. So they know, like, and trust you, and they want to share you with all of their inner circle. They're like your cheerleader. So we have to treat these folks well. And I know there was a time that I was so busy trying to get more people at the top of my funnel that I didn't take care of the folks down at the bottom. And the thing about these folks are they've already bought from you once. So what you can do is to continue to provide value for them, continue to help them in their quest to their promised land. And instead of just having them to buy one product, you can have them to buy several products. So it's more of a deep and wide type of interaction, more so than something that's very narrow. And how would it be narrow? If somebody just bought a DIY course. Like I have a DIY course called the Survey System. A lot of the folks that interact with me for the first time start at that point. So that's the first step on my value ladder, to interact with them. And then after they've gotten to know me better, then they normally move up. Some of them move up to the group coaching program, or they move up to the next step of a one-on-one program. But it was because they started down at the bottom with the Survey System that they were able to walk up the ladder of value interacting with me. So think about that when you're actually building your business and your offerings. You want to have a ladder of value that those folks can walk up. And then as a result of that, have incentives for them that if they refer you to somebody, that you're going to share the wealth with them, because they actually were the cheerleader that introduced you to their friend, to their family member that may be struggling with the same thing that you, that they were struggling with, and they knew that you helped them and they would want you to help them. So Make it a point to do that. And again, I have to say, I love using this tracker for that as well. So I have customers on here too. So this tracker, this outreach tracker is really for all of the outreach that you do, whether you're following up with a client or with a prospect, if you're following up with a new lead, if you're following up with folks about a podcast, you've reached out to them about being a guest on their podcast or their summit or any kind of in-person or virtual speaking gigs. This tracker is going to help you fine tune exactly what you're doing and know exactly who you need to contact next. And then it gives you an opportunity to kind of track yourself as weekly goals are concerned. You see down at the bottom, the weekly goals, it gives you an opportunity to see how many no's you got, how many yeses you got. So you can really, truly track your activity because a track number grows, right? So make sure that you're tracking. Now, if you want access, like I said, to this tracker system, well, really the tracker sheet, by all means, check out the description below and it'll give you the landing page to get the download. And it's really easy just to download it. You'll use it as you need it. It's a one-page sheet that you can use every day or just for the whole week. It just depends on how often you want to use it. Okay. So I hope this was a benefit to you today. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.